What is up, boys? DJ Power here. And today, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Let's calm down, okay? Put the brakes on everything. I understand that I have a squiddy in hand, okay? And I know the title says GAX. Just let me cook, okay? Give me a goddamn second. So, first, new lighting. Look at that. We got a new light in the garage, so now you can actually, see shit better. So there's that. And then I just wanted to show off my new victim, because as some of you know, I have a silver squiddy AL that is fucking just demolished. That thing is, dead. Which actually, I just finished editing the video of how it became so fucked up. It's like a funny moments kind of video. And that's going to be on my Instagram. I don't know when I'm uploading it, but I'll upload it at some point. But yeah, no, I just wanted to show off my new victim. This is my new victim. It's a red squiddy AL. Big fan. It's not really like red in person. It's like a weird like magenta red kind of color. I think it's called like bold red or something, but it's not really like a red. But yeah, no, I really like it. Squiddy AL epic. Alright, we're a minute 30 in. Alright, now we're done with prerequisites. Let's talk about the GAX, okay? Everyone wants to know about the GAX, and you know what? Here, let me even turn on my flash, just so we get even better lighting. Wow, okay, that exposure might be a little too high. Let's kind of turn it down. Oh, that's so much nicer. Okay, cool. So here we have the GAX, okay? Now, my GAX is a beater, okay? And I have no qualms doing that. Now, why am I bringing that up? Well, it's kind of important, okay? You can't just beat every knife. Crazy coming from me, I know. But the GAX, in my mind, is like an AB alternative. Because... oh, that's new. It never tapped before. That's new. That's brand new. It never tapped before. Okay. Well, I guess it has slight tap now. If I, really shake. And there it goes. Okay, well, that's new. It did not have tap before. I might need to retighten it. But yeah, it's fine. So this is my GAX. Okay. It's a little beat up. Okay, it's got some damage to it. It's definitely met concrete a few times. They do make out. Okay. This thing and the concrete, they know each other very well. Okay, they've been going out for a while. So... ow. Still has a tip. It definitely still has a tip. Like, a quite significant tip. And that's even with me, dropping it tip down on concrete a lot. And stabbing walls with it and stuff. This tip is gnarly. And it does not, die. So there is that. Now, in terms of flipping, allow me to tell you, it's pretty hefty. It's a pretty hefty knife. Do I know the exact weight? No. But if I had to guess, I would probably say 4.8, 4.9 ounces. It's a little hefty. It's got some weight to it. So, if, let's say, you like the Kraken, but the Kraken is, kind of a little weighty for you, you know, it's okay, I like this, but I would prefer something a little lighter. Don't get a GAX. Do not get a GAX. This thing will literally fucking kill you. It's like flipping a coffee table over your fucking fingers. You are not going to enjoy this thing. However, if let's say you like a Tropos, you're gonna love this thing. This thing's great. Because it's not a hassle. There's nothing fucking annoying about it. It's literally just, oh wow, I have 2 pivots. And that's fucking it. There's nothing else to it. There's no body screws. There's no Zen pins. There's nothing. There's no bullshit. I love that. That's my personal favorite fucking thing. I love 2 pivots and that being the only hardware. And I love when the bushings aren't fucking stupid. These bushings aren't fucking stupid. And dude, this thing's bone dry. Oh, fuck. Point is, it sounds good, right? It sounds good. It's got like almost, well, it's got a little bit of handle play, but it's like nothing crazy, right? Like, very solid. So I'm not worried about anything with this thing, right? Now, coming from someone who has flipped a real GA, this is not one-to-one. It's not. Straight up, it's not one-to-one. The easiest way to notice is the chamfer does not go as high as a real GA. The chamfer should be more aggressive towards the bottom, because even though this, go back to one-time zoom, even though this chamfer up here, can you please focus? Can you please focus? Can you focus? Can we focus? Can we focus? Please, I'm begging you. There we go. So, even though this chamfer down here is still pretty significant, it's not nearly as chamfered as a real GA, and especially towards the pivots, there's like no chamfer at all. And that's not like a real GA. Real GA has a way more aggressive chamfer at the bottom and then a little bit of a chamfer at the top. So really, this chamfer down here should be at the top, and the one at the bottom should be way more aggressive. Now with that, a real GA is also lighter because the chamfers are heavier and blah, 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 right? But this legitimately, oh, sorry, let me go back to zoom out. Legitimately, this gives you a pretty good idea of how a GA flips, I won't lie. Because even though they are lighter, they're still pretty hefty, especially considering their size, because they're not exactly full length. You know, they're a little bit shorter than a Kraken. Let me see if it's shorter than the Squiddy. Let's check. Let's check this John. Well, they're about the same size. Yeah. So it's about the same size as the Squiddy AL. So it's not like it's short or anything. It's just shorter than what some people might be used to. Which doesn't bother me. I like it. The blockiness also doesn't bother me. The weight doesn't bother me. But the thing is these are factors that a lot of people might not like. So while yes, the GA has been gassed up, or the clone has been gassed up pretty heavily, it is definitely not for everyone. Okay, and I just want to make that very clear. This, right now, in my collection, is probably one of my favorite knives to flip. I carry it with me, like, almost everywhere I go. And I can't say that everyone would like it as much as I do. Like, just straight up. This is one of those knives where you have to take into consideration what you like, and you can't just go off of, oh, Review Man says it's really good. That means I should like it, and that means I will like it, and that I should buy it. No. Do you like the things about this knife, right? Like, because it's not just, oh, it looks pretty and it has good tolerances and sounds nice. Do you like heavier knives? Do you like blockier knives? Do you like slightly below average length knives? Do you like, I don't know, do you like Fortnite? You know what I mean? Like, these are questions that you should be asking before you buy a GAX, right? Now, we haven't talked about it yet. The balance. This has been in high contention with a lot of people who have flipped a GAX, and I'm going to tell you, you're fucking stupid. Almost all of you are brain dead. Stupid, dumb apes, okay? Just because the knife is heavy does not mean it's handle bias, okay? Let's make that very clear. This is a very slight blade bias, but still has some nice handle weight to do like 0Gs and shit. This John will fly on rollovers. It is not the stickiest on them. The reason why you think it's like handle bias or like dead neutral is because you're just feeling the weight of the handles. You can't just be like, oh, the handle is heavy, that means it's got handle bias. No. The handle is heavy, but the fact that you can feel it like trying to run away from you on rollovers, chaplains, and things like that means it's not handle bias. Like, there it goes. And that's not me trying to be like a fucking asshole and be like, oh wow, look, I'm gonna spin it too fast and it's gonna fly and I'm gonna say it's fucking blade. No, like legitimately, there have been quite a few times where like combos get ruined because it just doesn't hold the momentum the way I want it to. Like right there, I almost lost that chap. Like, I'm gonna be so real. That chaplain I was doing just there, like, I'm not trying to like fake it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being totally for real. This just does not have that handle weight that everyone's making it sound like it has. Like, my Kraken chaplain's better than this. right? That shouldn't be the case. So let's make that very clear. This is a neutral with a very slight blade bias balance. Objectively, okay? Let's not do any of that subjective, I think, none of that shit. It is objectively a slight what the fuck is that? It is a fucking... Dude. Get off of there. What are you? A leaf or something? Get the fuck out of here. Objectively, right? Even though it's hefty, even though it does carry momentum, like pretty well because of the overall weight, not because of where the weight is placed, it is objectively neutral with a slight blade bias. That's what it is. Okay. Now, if I say, oh, it's just slight blade bias, you know, people aren't going to really be like, oh, well, I like neutral. Like, it's neutral, but it leans slightly towards blade bias. Like, that's what it is. It's like, if this was neutral, it's like this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a pretty solid balance. It's very good. The edge was also very fucking sharp when I first got it. So keep that in mind. This thing will cut the shit out of you, like, no problem. But yeah. I love this thing. I legitimately, like, this is one of my favorite Bally's in my collection. And I'm so happy I got one. But yeah. Now, rating. How am I going to rate it? It's a little hard, right? Because this isn't one of those knives I can be like, oh, general rating, boom. No, like, I have my own personal rating, but I know that everyone's not going to feel the same. So, I'll just give you 2 ratings. My personal rating, I'd give this like a 9.5 out of 10. It's like really unique. It gives a really fun flipping experience, but I can still try hard on it and hit like a nasty clip if I really wanted to. Which, if you check my Instagram, at Jack Piatti at Jack Piatti _pyro, it'll be in the description. I've actually hit quite a few clips with this thing, like recent posts. So I really do just like it. It's a fun flipper that can also be competitive if you like flip it the way it wants to be flipped. But I'm not going to give it a 9.5, as much as I would love to, because that's kind of biased. Okay, and I know that in general, it would not be rated that high. So, the GAX, in general, is going to be getting, like, see, 7.5 feels too low. So we're going to give it a 7.75, because, like, I feel like 8 is a little bit too high. So it's, like, right in between. It's, like, a 7.75 out of 10. Okay, this thing's goated. I'm a huge fan of it. The quality's great. It looks great, but that's because the GA looks great. You know, it's not exactly one-to-one to a real GA, but it still gives you a pretty good idea of how they flip without actually having to pay $1,400 for a fucking GA. So, yeah. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. Oh, one other thing. I think it has a slight, like, stonewash or, like, a blast finish. Because it does have, like, that sparkliness to it. If I can fucking not ruin my recording, that would be great. Okay, let me lower the ISO a little more. Okay, let me go to one-time zoom. Please work with me here. There you go. You can see the sparkliness in the handle a little bit there. So, I don't know if it's a stonewash or if it's like a blast or something, but yeah. Also, no jimping. It does ladders just fine though. Does not bother me. As I fuck it up. Okay, that's my sign. That's about it for me, boys. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, if you have any questions about the GAX, I will answer them in the comments. Literally everything, I always read my comments. So just comment, or if you don't want to comment because you feel like you'll look stupid, just DM me on Instagram. I will answer that as well. So that's about it for me, boys. Thank you for watching. This is the GAX. That's my new Squiddy Owl. And yeah, let me just kind of hold on. Wait, give me a second. Hold on. Just kind of fuck. All right. Well, bye, gamers.